house of the soul. The old kenning carved in ancient tongue, the dwelling place that makes the spirit whole, the hall in which all music has been sung. We cared for it the way we cared for ships, with oil and attention and with use. We pushed it past the comfortable slips of comfort into something harder truths. The bone house is the warrior's first gift, the vessel that makes possible the lift. We train the body in the winter cold, when every muscle screamed for fire and rest. We made it do what it refused, and told itself was nothing but a passing test. The code was teacher, hammer, forge and blade. It shaped the bone house into harder frame, until the body was no longer afraid of anything except to feel the same. The body trained in cold fears nothing more, for cold itself has been the training floor. The healers knew the body's language plain, each symptom a sentence in its tongue. The fever speaking of the inner pain, the palace showing what had been run. They listened to the bone house like a skald who listens to the hall before he sings, who learns what silence and what sound is called before the voice into the story rings. The healer reads the body like a text and answers what the bone house asks for next. We honored those whose bone house held them long past 60 winters in the bitter north, whose bodies bore the proof of being strong in every scar and callous calling forth. The old man's hands are sagas without words, the crook of finger and the roughened palm. Each tells a story sharper than the swords, a life lived fully in the storm and calm. The aged body is the clearest text, a life's whole story, nothing to perplex. When the bone house finally grows too small, when the spirit fills it more than wood and bone, when the frame can no longer hold the call of what has grown beyond the flesh and stone, the soul departs the way a ship leaves port, without great drama, just the ropes released. The moving out from harbor of the sword, the bone house empty, the voyager increased. The bone house is the first and last of us, and leaving it is simply no great fuss. is a drum that beats inside the earth, a rhythm older than the gods themselves. It started at the moment of the birth of everything that lives on breathing shells. We feel it in the thunder and the tide, in heartbeat and in hoofbeat and in wave, in the pulse that nothing living can hide, the drum that plays from cradle to the grave. The final drum beats underneath us all, before the rise and after every fall. The Viking heard it in the battle's roar, when 50 shields came crashing into line, when 50 voices answered with a more enormous sound along the battle's spine. That was the drum made human for a time, the ancient rhythm taken into flesh, the oldest music played in blood and rhyme, the primal beat made gloriously fresh. The war drum echoes what the earth begun, and fills the chest before the battle's run. The skald heard it between the words he chose, in the silence between one verse and next, in the pause where meaning deepest flows, in the space where music lives its text. He knew that what he sang was not his own, but the drum's expression through his voice, that he was just the instrument alone, and the drum itself was making all the choice. The skald is just the drum's most willing throat, the beat expressing itself in every note. The child heard it in the mother's chest, the first sound of the world before all else, the boom that told the newborn it was blessed with life inside a world of selves and selves. The drum was the beginning of the known, before the light and cold and breath were real, before the name was given and the sown seeds of self had started how to feel. The first sound any Viking ever knew was the final drum beating old and true. When every song has ended and gone cold, when every skald has sung their final verse, when every saga has been fully told, and nothing waits beyond the universe, the final drum will still be beating on, beneath whatever follows what we know. The rhythm of existence never gone, the pulse that keeps all possible in flow. We are the drum that beats itself alive, the sound of everything that dares to thrive. fire hand to hand. Each warrior spoke above the gleaming clothes, the words that bound him to the sworn band. By Odin's spear and by the sacred ring, by all that lives and dies beneath the sky, I swear to stand beside my Lord and King, until the day I fall or he must die. The oath ring holds what's spoken words alone cannot contain in breath and fragile tone. The ring was iron first and gold for those who'd earned the jaw's most deep and given trust, whose loyalty through every winter's blows had proven something more than blood and rust. To wear the gold arm ring was to declare that you were bound in something permanent, that nothing life could throw would find you bare of what you'd sworn above the ring's intent. The gold ring says what deeds alone can prove, that trust has been earned past the warrior's groove. The ring giver was the greatest name a Jarl could carry in the saga maker's mouth, more valued than the swordman or the carl, the one who gave the ring from north to south. For giving gold was not the loss it seemed, it bought a loyalty no silver paid. It said, I trust you more than I have dreamed, the gold is just the shape of what I've made. The ring giver grows richer as he gives, in loyalty that longer than gold lives. When the Jarl was dying on the battlefield, he passed his ring to the one beside him close. The leadership that iron had always sealed was transferred in a gesture, not a dose. The new ring bearer stood and raised it high, and every warrior who still lived and breathed saw what had passed beneath the smoking sky, and understood the ring that had been bequeathed. The ring transfers the power of the sworn from those who've led to those who must be born. The oath ring rusts and wears and breaks at last, as all things made of metal finally do. But what was sworn above it in the past outlasts the metal by a year or two, or 2050, till the saga's end, till someone reads the words the sculpt preserved. wept, in every vigil watched, in every night unwept. We cut our palms and pressed them side to side. The blood ran down between our clasping hands, and what was said that day could not be denied by any force in any of the lands. The iron oath is older than the rune. It predates every god and every rite. Two bloods become one, speaking under moon, and bind two souls together, dark and light. The iron oath breaks only with the grave, and sometimes not even then for the brave. I swore to stand beside him come what may, to guard his left while he would guard my right, to follow where his battle judgments say, and never leave him standing in a fight. He swore the same in language just as plain. No poetry, no eloquence, no art, just simple words repeated like a chain that bound his iron promise to my heart. The simplest words carry the deepest weight. The iron oath needs nothing ornate. 3 times the oath was proven in the years that followed on the hilltop where we swore. 3 times I stood between him and his fears. 3 times he pulled me back from death's own door. The first time on a beach in winter sleet, the second time inside a burning hall, the third time on the field with nothing neat, when everything around us chose to fall. The iron oath is tested not once but thrice, and passing 3 times makes it worth the price. He fell one autumn on the eastern shore, a blade that came from somewhere I'd not seen. I held him till he breathed his last and more, and felt the oath dissolve to something clean. The oath does not end when the other dies. It changes shape and lives inside the chest. It becomes the voice that speaks and clarifies. The choice is made long after all's at rest. A broken oath is one the partner ends. The living one it binds and never bends. Now teach the young the weight of what they say. Before they speak the words and press the blood, show them that an oath outlasts the day, that spoken promises are more than mud. A Viking's word is everything he owns, more valuable than silver, ship or fame. It lives inside him deeper than his bones, and burning bright outlasts his very name. The iron oath is forged in blood and breath, and only truly paid in life or death. In the far north the sun forgets to set. It rolls along the edge of sky all night, a golden wheel that has not rested yet, that paints the world in amber endless light. We work through what should be the sleeping hours. We mended sails and sharpened blades till late. We felt the extra daylight give us powers, as if the gods had opened up the gate. The midnight sun is Odin's gift to North, a season made to let the brave go forth. The children ran at midnight through the fields, their laughter bright as any noontime game. The midnight sun no boundary ever yields, and treats the midnight hour just the same. The old men sat outside and told the tales that winter dark had kept inside for months. The stories flowed like mead through summer bales, and nothing felt as urgent as it once. The midnight sun loosens every winter tongue, and every old tale suddenly feels young. We knew it would not last, the golden run, that darkness would return to claim its hours. So everything we did beneath that sun was done with summer's fast and urgent powers. We built, we planted, fished and sailed the bays. We traded, feasted, loved and planned the raids. We packed 10 lives inside those endless days before the shortening of the autumn shades. The Viking knows how precious sunlit hours are, for winter comes no matter how the fates part. The sun that never sets still moves along. It does not stop, it circles without sleep, like a skald who knows the whole world's song, and walks the edge of sky without the deep. We tracked it with a stick pressed in the ground. We watched its shadow shorten, then return. We mocked the solstice with a midsummer sound, and built the bonfires high and let them burn. The solstice fire echoes the midnight sun. We burn our own light when the gods is done. When darkness finally swallows up the bright, when autumn steals the sun behind the hills, we carry it inside through the long night, the memory of light that warms and fills. The midnight sun we walk through in our youth lives in the bones of every winter worn, a stored reserve of warmth and light and truth, to draw from when the coldest dark is born. We are the people of the midnight sun. Our light burns longest when the day is done. After every saga has been told, after every long ship has grown still, after every warrior young and old has climbed his last and unforgiving hill, the world remains the same essential thing. The sea still cold, the stars still cold above, the raven still describing its wide ring, the north wind still insisting on its love. The world endures past every human song and asks us simply, where do you belong? The Viking answer was not in the hall, not in the silver piled upon the floor, not even in the gods who rise and fall, but in the choosing to go out once more, to choose the sea when shore was safe and warm, to choose the unknown over known, and still to choose to walk directly into storm, and trust that something waits beyond the hill. The Viking answer to the world is go into the vast and beautiful unknown. The world that remains when we are done will not remember names or individual deeds. The sea will have forgotten every run, the soil grown over all our carved-in creeds. But the spirit of the choosing will persist in those who after us still feel the pull of the horizon turning in the mist of the empty sea that calls the heart to full. The Viking spirit is not name or place, it is the hunger for the open space. So we have sung these songs across the dark, from the first fierce verse to this, the last. Each one a rune, each one a living spark, connecting present to the glorious past. We sang the gods and giants, sea and stone, the shield maiden and the healer's knowing hand, the second son who sailed the world alone, the farmer breaking frozen northern land. We sang the whole of what the North has been, the seen and heard and felt and yet unseen. Now raise the final cup above the fire, speak every name you carry in your chest, the living and the gone, the low, the higher, the ones who tried and those who tried their best. The long ship waits for no one and for all, the whale road opens every single spring. The North Star holds its place beyond the fall, and somewhere someone lifts their voice to sing. The world that remains is enough and more for those with heart enough to find it sure. There is a river none can see but feel, that carries everything that ever was, that makes the distant past seem close and real, and links us back without a broken pause. It flows through blood and bone and spoken name, through the hammer stroke and the oar's long pull, through every fire lit against the same old darkness that our grandparents knew full. The river of memory runs through the race, connecting every generation's face. I felt it first when touching my son's hand, so small inside my weathered larger palm. I felt the current move across the land of time, connecting storm to present calm. My father's hand had held my hand like this. His father's hand had held my father's own. An unbroken chain of grip and wrist, a river flowing through the flesh and bone. The hand clasp is the river made most real, the oldest human thing we know to feel. The river runs through language most of all, the words we use that older tongues once shaped, the names we give our children at the call of those who lived before our time escaped. Old Eric named for Eric long before, who named for the one before him in the chain. Each name a vessel for the river's store, each child a wave inside the same refrain. The name we carry is the river's gift, the past inside the present like a rift. The river asks us nothing but to pass what we have received along its flow, to not let what we carry break or crash into forgetting what we need to know. The stories and the skills and sacred ways, the knowledge of the stars and winter signs, the courage learned in cold and shortened days, the love that holds through everything that binds. We are the river's current for our age, its living channel on this mortal stage. When I am gone, the river carries on. My children in its current moving through, my name perhaps remembered then forgotten, but something of my living flowing new. Not the words I spoke or deeds I claimed, but something deeper, older and more true. The shape of how I loved and how I named the things that matter flowing into you. The river of memory never finds its sea. It flows forever, carrying you and me. He speaks no word through all the ages long. He sits apart and waits while each one cures the wound of being mortal, brief and wrong. Vaida wears the thickest boot of all, made from the leather scraps that cobblers leave. He waits to use it at the final fall, at Ragnarok, when gods begin to grieve. Vaida's silence holds what words destroy, the patience that outlasts all pain and joy. When Fenrir swallows Odin whole and cold, when all the gods are weeping at the sight, Vaida steps across the wolf's great foe and drives his iron boot into the night. He plants his foot upon the lower jaw. He tears the upper jaw with leather-clad hand. He kills the wolf without a word or all, in perfect silence on the broken land. The silent god avenges without sound, his boot the only word that need be found. They say Vidar is the forest and the still, the place where even birdsong finds its rest, the clearing in the wood beyond the hill, where silence is the deepest gift and best. We sought him in the places without noise, the frozen lake at 3 before the dawn, the moment after snow has killed all voice, when the world holds its breath before the born. Vidar lives in every silence kept, in every word unspoken, every wept. After Ragnarok, when worlds are remade clean, Vidar walks the green fields, born from ash. He is among the handful who have seen the death of gods and live beyond the crash. He carries something that the others lost, the long perspective of the one who waits, who paid the silence tax at any cost, and found himself still standing at the gates. The God who outlasts everything is still, for stillness is the ultimate of will. We honor Vidar when we choose the quiet, when we resist the the urge to fill the space. When we sit with what we feel without a riot of words to push the feeling from its place. The silent God teaches that the mouth is not always the weapon of the wise. That sometimes the most powerful truth lies in the pause before the word that flies. Vida's boot is worth 10,000 words. The silent God outlasts all Viking lords. The sea in spring is not the same as winter. It changes color first from black to green. The light returns and fractures like a splinter of ice itself across the brightened scene. We felt it in our hands before we saw it. The temperature of water slightly less. The brutal cold that winter chose to draw it had softened by a merciful caress. The sea in spring sends invitation clear. Come out, the whale road is again open here. We launched the ships that had been pulled above the tide line through the winter frozen months. We checked each plank and rivet, joint and shove, for what the frost had done in subtle stunts. The caulking needed everywhere was fresh. The tar applied while still the wood was cold. We worked our hands into the hull's old mesh and made the ship feel younger than its old. The spring launch is the Viking's resurrection, the ship reborn in the year's new direction. The first rowing out after the winter's lock is something those who've done it understand. The feel of water pushing back the dock, the oar bite in the spring awakened hand. The crew finds its rhythm faster than they knew. The winter stiffness gone in the first pull. The body remembering what the mind once knew and filling up again with what was full. Spring is memory made real, the body answering what the heart can feel. We raced the other long ships to the point where the harbor mouth opened to the sea. The competition keeping every joint of the winter-rested crew both sharp and free. Old rivalries renewed with laughing voice, the boasting and the betting and the speed. The sea providing its enormous choice of everything a Viking's heart could need. The spring race is the Viking's truest joy, before the summer's serious work deploys. And somewhere past the harbor's rocky gate, the open water stretched without an end. We pointed outward toward our chosen fate, and let the spring wind around us bend. Another season, another year's campaign, another chance to find what wasn't found, to cross the same old sea and yet again discover it as new and never bound. The sea in spring is always young and vast, and those who sail it never quite grow past. Deepest dark of the longest night, when the temperature dropped past all knowing, when every star was mercilessly bright, and the wind had long since stopped its blowing, we kept one fire burning in the hall, one person always waking through the hours, to feed the coals before they'd start to fall back into ash and darkness and its powers. The winter fire is the Viking's truest test. The one who tends it proves they'll tend the rest. The fire was practical and sacred both. Without it nothing lived the winter through. But in it also lived the ancient oath, the promise of the sun returning too. We fed it pine and birch and oak and ash, each wood a different quality of heat. The quick ignite and then the steady flash of hardwood holding warmth against defeat. The firekeeper knows each wood by name, each burning differently inside the flame. The fire told stories in its moving light, the shadow play on wall and sleeping face. The children watched for animals at night in the dancing shapes the coals would trace. The elders said the fire was alive, that it had memory and preference too, that it would burn more steady and survive in halls where it was honored and kept true. The fire fed on gratitude and care. It burned most bright where love was always there. Moving the fire to a new built hall was a ceremony older than the gods. You took a coal from what had held you all and carried it through winter's brutal odds. The new fire lit from old fire's living spark was not a different fire but the same, continuing its burning in the dark across the gap of distance and of frame. The fire passes forward through the years, the same flame burning past all human fears. When the last old fire in the village died, when the final keeper did not wake in time, when the cold came in and spread itself wide through hall and heart and into every rhyme. Someone went to neighbor's burning place and brought a coal back through the biting air and touched it to the ash with careful grace and breathed it back to life with tender care. The fire never truly dies alone, for someone always carries it back home.